Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are setting up my reading journal for the month of June. I have printed out 2 sheets of various images that I downloaded from Etsy, and I'll leave them linked below. I am doing a theme of The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, because I am playing that game right now and currently obsessed with it. So I figured I would go ahead and just make it my reading journal theme for this upcoming month. So basically what I did here was I just took a bunch of the PNG images that were available in this download. It also came with a font as well, and I just kind of put them all on one document and printed everything out. I do have a Cricut, so I could have used that to cut out each of these quote-unquote stickers, but I figured I would just fussy cut everything out because I didn't really feel like getting that in depth with it. So like I said, I just kind of put everything on one big piece of paper and then printed it all out, and now I am going in and cutting out each of the stickers that I want to use. I used clear sticker paper that I purchased from, I don't remember the company name, but I'll link it below. I used clear sticker paper for this so that I would still be able to see the dot grid behind everything. And what I'm going to do is use these big circle kind of decorative pieces as my corner elements. I've got a centerpiece, and then I'm going to put my monthly title, my June, around my centerpiece of the month. And then that'll be all that I do for this particular page. I will go grab my calendar stamp set as well, and kind of stamp out the month of June. But that's really as much as I'm going to be doing, is just kind of sticking down stickers. For my theme this month, it actually only took me like 38 minutes, I think, is total how much I had filmed. So it was fairly quick, since the majority of what I'm doing this month is just kind of placing stickers. And I only used my calendar stamp set the whole time. I did draw boxes and stuff, and now that I'm looking at my cover page, I might come and do a border on this one too so that it matches the next page, but we'll see. I might not. Who knows? So as I'm placing my June, I'm going to cut it in half and, like I said, put it on either side of my main centerpiece, but I'm going to overlap ever so slightly the actual circle portion of that centerpiece. And I'm just using my ruler to kind of make sure that I've got them on the exact same dot row, so everything is nice and matchy even. So the last thing that I'm going to do here on this page is get my calendar stamped, like I said, and then we will be moving on to the next page and my main portion of what I do on my reading journal each month. So moving on here, I am going to have my 4 categories once again, and I'm kind of showing you here that I made little headings when I was putting these together in Photoshop. I basically just took this, like, I'm not sure specifically what it was meant to be, but it looked to me like a heading background. So I just took the font that came with the Etsy file and just wrote on top of it my headings. So I'm going to have my TBR, my stats, my favorite, and my totals for the month. My normal standard headings that I do every single month. Just this time they're going to be a little bit more decorative. I am going to trim around, since these are not straight lines. I'm just going to trim a little bit around the actual image so that my sticker kind of matches along with that. Since this is clear sticker paper, you could absolutely just leave it as it is, just the rectangle box, because you can't really see the actual sticker paper because it's clear. But for me, I wanted to draw lines and get pretty close to those lines, to these titles when I was drawing them. So I just wanted it to be as close as possible to my actual image. That way I didn't have to worry about drawing on top of the sticker paper. When I'm setting these down, I'm actually going to have them kind of overlapping where the box should be. So when I draw the lines, they're actually going to be a little bit in, and then my headers are going to be kind of more to the left of the box. I also printed out these border pieces, and I'm going to make those the right side, not the left, the right side of my box. So I'm just going to erase the lines I had sketched out for that, because if there's one thing that I know about clear sticker paper, it's that if you don't erase your pencil lines, then you can 100% see them through the sticker paper, and I do that all the time. So I'm super proud of myself for actually remembering this month to erase the lines before I started adhering my stickers down. So like I said, I'm going to make this border piece the right side of my boxes, and then I will grab my .02 Pigma Micron pen in black, and then I'm going to draw just my lines, my box outlines. So while I'm drawing my lines here, I would love to know, do any of my subscribers, do any of y'all play video games? And if you do, is anybody currently playing the new Legend of Zelda game? Let me know down in the comments below. I didn't know if anybody would even really care about this particular theme, but I really enjoy it. Like, I love the way this came out. So I'm super excited that I did it, and that it's something that I'm currently like obsessing over right now. So it's just very relevant in my life. Most of my themes so far this year have all been like floral themes or just general reading themes. So I was excited to have inspiration from the game that I'm currently playing to be able to make this my reading journal theme this month. Let me know down in the comments below if you do play games, and if you play games, what kind of games do you normally play? So the last thing that I am going to be doing on this particular page is just kind of adding some little decorative elements to the right hand side. I'm using my 1 and 3/4 inch circle punch, oh goodness, to circle punch out some of these circle elements that came with this set. And I'm actually going to put my sword down here in the middle, and then lay the circle elements kind of just around in a random way. I didn't really have any rhyme or reason for the way that I did this. I just wanted to take up the space. I keep watching that portion of the video where I had that very large portion of a circle and I had that on the bottom, and I wish I had left it like that. Every time I see that portion of the video, I'm just like, oh, I loved that. I wish I had left it. But I decided not to, and it's not what it looks like now, so I'll have to get over it. So the next part of this comes pretty quickly. I'm just sticking down all of these circles in the places that I have laid them down. And then I will add some more of the little graphic images around my spread, and then I would be done with this for the day. I will add a couple little triangles and then some more of the circle-y and like, I guess font-ish, like, I'm not really sure what to call it, but the like words, but that are in like another language, those types of words. The one that I used for my right hand border on my box, there's some graphics that kind of look like that as well that I will end up using throughout my spread. I hope I'm making sense, because I don't feel like I'm making sense at all. So I'm moving on now to doing a little bit more fussy cutting and fussing out the kind of fonty type element that was included with these PNG files. So I'm gonna cut those out and place them where I think I'm gonna want to put them on my spread. I'm gonna cut out 2 of these, and then up in the upper right hand corner of my video you'll see one of the circle elements as well, the circle design element. I'm gonna cut one of those out as well, and then those will be the last 3 elements that I will be adding to my spread this month. So I'm getting those kind of pulled off of the backings and placed onto my boxes. I'm only going to put these 2 on the boxes, and then I'm going to put the circle one, I'm going to cut that in half and place it at the very top of my page on the left hand side, and then the other half of that on the very bottom of my page on the right hand page. So I'm just taking a quick peek here to see if I liked it and if I wanted to add anything else. I decided I wanted to also add in that circle element, and then that is what I'm moving on to do now. One thing I really like about fussy cutting out on the clear sticker paper is that like you can be as messy as you want and it's barely noticeable. And that is probably my favorite thing about it, and why I chose to print everything on sticker paper, because I didn't have to be too intentional with how I was cutting everything out. So that is going to be the last thing that I add here. I'm going to clean up a little bit, and then we will go to the final flip through. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this spread, and if you think I should add a border to this cover page. Let me know what you think below. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!